And hello everyone! Hi! Hello! How are you doing today? Welcome back to my little corner of the void we call the internet. I hope you're all having a good day, or have had a good day, or are weekend, all of those things. You're doing well indeed. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm back with Detective Squidlock Holmes in The Roottrees Are Dead, trying to solve a family tree. We are back. Now I will say ahead of time, this will be a shorter stream. Most Sundays will have to be a bit shorter now, unfortunately. It's just the reality of life. Can't really afford to go late on a Sunday. So they're gonna be a bit shorter, so we're not gonna finish the game today either, I'm sure. We only did a tiny section of it last time. We'll probably also only do a tiny section of it this time, unless we get really lucky. Otherwise... Welcome everyone. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I just have a lot to do before the week starts again. I can't go very late. Hi. Happy Pride Month! Happy Pride! Hi! I hope you're all doing well. Goodness gracious. As I said, for those who may have just joined us, the stream will be a little bit shorter today. The Sunday streams will have to be a bit shorter, just for the reality of real life at the moment. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. So, there we are. Happy Pride to every single color on the rainbow, and then some. Including myself. Happy Pride, everybody. I hope you have fun stuff planned for this month. I do not, because this month is kind of insane in real life, but it is what it is. Goodness gracious. Welcome back to Squidlock Holmes Solves a Mystery, everybody. Goodness gracious. I do enjoy the fact that I made this outfit. I knew I was going to be playing a lot of detective and mystery games, including the actual Sherlock Holmes games. Hopefully, you enjoy the little cheeky Squidlock Holmes outfit as well. I know I do. Happy Pride to every little of the alphabet soup. Yep. Happy Pride, everybody. Just looking at a video of some of my favorite fandom stuff that is gay. Let me take a sip of my tea here. Goodness gracious. Name every color. No. Sorry, but no. We don't have time for me to figure out which colors are on a rainbow, because I forget. Happy Pride to everybody who celebrates it. I'll just say. In whatever shape, way, or form that takes for you. Yeah. That'll be it, I think. Today, we are going to continue filling out the family tree for the Roottrees. We're going to enjoy some jazzy music, because the game also has some lovely jazzy music in the background. We won't be able to go for very long. I'll probably go for 2.5 hours, maybe. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is with the reality of real life. I need to leave earlier on a Sunday. So, we'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll get really lucky and figure out a bunch of stuff, and maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just sit there obliviously trying to figure out who belongs to which family tree. We'll see. But yeah. into the game. There we go. So, story so far. The main Roottrees family, the ones who are CEO of all of the Roottree companies, have all died all at once. So we have to figure out who gets to inherit what by determining who is directly in the family line and who is not. That's the story so far. Also, this takes place in 1998. Just be aware, there's a lot of 90s stuff in here. Including the PC interface that we're using. But yeah, we have our family tree over there. We have our desk of documents and clues. And we have our computer where we can look up all the stuff. I don't remember most of this, so we're gonna have to figure out where stuff was and who stuff was. Because I do not remember any of it, really. I remember this guy was a preacher, and his father was a preacher, and his son is a preacher. I remember those guys. I don't really remember anybody else. Okay, I do remember Lauren. Oh boy, we're gonna have to get back into everything that we were looking at last time, because I do not remember. The miracles. Indeed. So let's look at the family tree as we have it so far. So, what we have is, we have all of the important root trees figured out, all the stars. We have a few that are not locked in yet. That one and that one I'm certain of, but we need to figure out at least one more because it validates in sets of 3, just like Return of the Obra Dinn. Yeah. We have to figure out, I think, the top row of people. And we do have to figure out who Miracle's other child was, Elias, but I don't know in the picture which one is. Kind of hard to tell because there's so many people in these pictures. And this was Lauren. Clark Lafferty. We know his name is Clark Lafferty, but we don't know which of the pictures is him. Yeah. Had James Roottries and Diamond LaRue. There's just so many people in these pictures that I don't I don't know how to identify which is which. I also don't know who Miracle married. The second Miracle. I also don't know who the first Miracle married. We'll have to figure that out. So yeah, we have a notebook full of shit. Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias, who is this one. Yeah, bot. Goodbye, bot. This is Elias. Miracle and Elias. And Gwyn is his granddaughter. Daughter. No, different Elias then. Elias Miracle. Right, because there were 3 Eliases. I remember. Gosh. There was Elias M, Elias Jr., then the original one. So she is in this row somewhere. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's name. So... Oh, that's her, right. So... her father took the Roottrees name. Don't know who the father's name is. Aunt Margot. And she herself married Wild Bill Williams, but I don't know. I don't think his name is in here. I'm sure one of these is another picture of her, but I don't know. Then we have, this was the three sisters, these ones right here. Brenda was their mom. She was married to Thomas Sheridan. I think this is her. Could be wrong. Then we had Elias and Gwyneth. Burt Five Flavors not the same as back then. I do like that they don't ever actually mention all 5 of his children's names at once. It's so frustrating. But it is what it is, I suppose. Ron Roottrees, who was producing a show that Gwyn was in, I believe. Oh no, that was the Tommy Mark Sheridan was in. Right. This guy was in Ron's show, so I'm guessing Ron is like one of this row. Could be wrong, but I feel like Ron might be in this row. Let's see. I don't know what Gwyn's children are called. The later book, I think, is the one that... So we have the second book that she wrote. Which I don't remember what it was called now. We're visiting the diary, this one. Samantha Roottrees. None of the 5 pieces were a surprise, but it was a surprise to everyone else. Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. So Elias Jr. we know is this one. So his wife was Patricia Christensen. His child was Samantha Roottrees. Name is Gooing? No. I don't think so. Okay. Samantha Roottrees, which would make sense that the secret is related to the illegitimate child that is Samantha. Tricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. Very sad, but then they remarried later. Then we have Junior. I think you miss her, Junior. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Her children seem to help the family. Ernie Jr. has been learning today from Zach. Gosh. Ernie Jr. has been learning today from Zach. We don't know where they are. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. So one of these two is Gwyneth. I think. Jet black hair and green eyes. Doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did. Tricia, let's see. Jet black hair and green eyes. Think? Don't know what Sam's job is, but I guess we could look. Her son, Clark. Clark's gotten remarried again. Clark has remarried twice. And Clancy and Edward are her brothers, I think. Eli C. Clark and Jim as brothers. Clark and Jim. Oh, my brain hurts already. Oh my gosh. There are 4 Elis, right? My brother, my uncle, my cousin. Brother, Uncle Junior. Her brother is Elias. Wait, did we get it wrong then? Elias is her brother. Right, so this is not Samantha. This is not Elias. Or Chris. One of her brothers is Elias. Her brother. Oh no, one of the uncles is also Elias. So maybe that is correct. I don't know anymore. Oh my god. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. And now you see where my pop's name came from. Anytime someone's a junior, they're always a firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. So I think this has to be Elias, because there were only 2 girls, and there were 3 boys. So this has to be Elias. Elias Jr. But it may be a different Elias who married Patricia. But I don't know which of them is Elias, because there's so many men in here. There's so many people, and so many of them look so similar because they're all related. So, okay. Respect. This is hard to follow. Respect for IRL investigators. Yeah, my brain already fucking hurts, man. Okay. We had Elias M. That's Miracle's Eli. She said, "Your pop is my dad." Okay. Oh my god, my brain hurts. Okay, so, this picture is incorrect. Okay, oh my god, my brain hurts. So let's see if we can find Elias Roottree. No, wait, we need to find this lady's name. She was the oldest child, but I don't know... what her name is, because they don't ever actually mention her name. It's really annoying. That's the next generation. That's the free spirit. The 5 pieces. Here we go. So this is the 5 of them. And she's the oldest. Aunt Gwendolyn, I guess? Maybe it's Gwendolyn? Let's see, Gwendolyn. Let's look for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn. Roottrees. Gwendolyn. Is that not how you spell it? Gwendolyn. Okay. I spelled it. Gwendolyn. That is definitely spelled correctly, though, so... Gwendoline. Well, I guess she's not searchable. Has a pain in the ass. Elias Roottree. Elias Roottree Jr. Listed alongside an old residence that has been preserved called Hunchetop House. Attempt to find more information about the man in the building, but come up empty. Historical buildings. Do we have... Hunchetop. Hunchetop House. Oh. Hunchetop. He was the oldest son, yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Great-grandson of Elias Roottree, yeah.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the sea. Saturday night in your quiet.
Can I unplay this? Okay. Peter Indiana Witch. Modern Music Monthly before we have that one. Have that one in here. So Jim Roottrees. Clark and I grew up like Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters. Oh, so we have... hang on. We have... James Roottrees, Diamond LaRue, and then Clark Rafferty had Jane LaRue. I think. Ta-da. At least for one of his wives. Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister. Raffertoons. Raffertoons. Clark Rafferty LaRue's. Yep. Clark Rafferty LaRue's. Okay. Ba-da-da. The Super Bowl ad was his youngest Katrina. One of these two is Katrina, which is probably this one, because they're in birth order. So Katrina Rafferty LaRue is the youngest. Bum, 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 bum. Which I believe was this picture. Yeah, this one. So this is Clark, the balding guy, and this is Katrina. This is this girl. This is this guy, who does have bonus photos. And his occupation is advertising, I believe. Yes, he is in advertising. She was a housewife, but I don't know what her name is. What is the child's occupation? She's a child. Student K-12. Yeah. There we go. Woo! Okay.
You're listening to WRTG.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Karl Roottrees' belongings have apparently...
Oh, that's the mysterious person.
A framed photo of the Roottrees...
That's the mysterious person who's been helping us, I'm sure.
Karl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for
WRTD News.
Again, that's
WRTD. WRTD News. There wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office. So that's the mysterious person who's been getting us to do this stuff. Likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. Also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. Comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is just another instant of the root tree curse being a real true thing. I bet you Karl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." Karl and Brenda and their girls, it makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of Roottrees Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. And Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Isn't? Now just this week, Karl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. Pattern of a 5-piece wrapper creates a Mayan ruby skull. Ernie Madsen Jr. Copy. How Earth has 4 corner simultaneous 4-day time cubes. Okay. Chris Raff, 75, Prodigy Us, asked him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition. Chris Rafferty? Thomas Overwood, okay. Sure. Okay. Chris Ref. Chris Ref. Gertie? Ernie Madsen, maybe? Ernie Madsen. Okay. A candy an ingredient that wasn't there when it was first released because they probably didn't have a name for it yet. It's an emulsifier in chocolates. It's an emulsifier, guys. What the fuck? Just because an ingredient wasn't being used decades ago doesn't mean it's bad. Thomas Overwood. Spirit Cola. Stock markets and the devil's numbers. Multiply any stock's price by 666, and also multiply the current year by that same stock's price. Add those two numbers together, divide the entire you'll always end up with 666. It's so dumb. WRTD. Let's go back to the actual serious news, shall we? Conspiracy theories, yep. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So there were no further clues to be gotten by searching. Oh no, here. This one has stuff I can search for. Let's go with Clancy Roottrees, maybe. I don't think I've searched for that yet. Clancy Roottrees. Okay. I know it's one of these, but I don't know which. Okay, Elias Jr. also didn't search anything. Margolite Roottrees, maybe? Margolite Roottrees. Nope. Nancy had a different last name. Zach. No, Zach is the one with a different name. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. So Zach is presumably this one. Oh, I don't know if she married a Morden or a Wilson. Oh boy. Angie's older than Zach, and I'm the next oldest, we just left. The 5 pieces were media shy except Miracle. Yeah, seems so. I wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Which is Zach. So while I don't know his name, this is gonna be Zach. But I don't know if it's Zach Morden or Zach the other one. Zach Wilson or Zach Morden. I don't know which. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. I don't even know what this one is called. We have Miracle, we have Margolite. We have this lady whose name I don't know, Elias, named after him. And then another male name named after his grandfather, I guess? But I don't know. Zach's the firstborn. Firstborn son! But Angie is older, so I think Angie, whoever Angie is, Angelica Morden, is older. I don't know if it's this lady or this lady who is Angelica, but it has to be this one, because she's a Roottrie. Right? I don't know. It could be her if her husband's name is Morden. I don't know. But I don't think it's going to her. It's going to this generation. And it should go to Angie, who is older, but they laughed about it, so it has to, and it went to Zach. So it has to be Zachariah Morden, then. Who is the second president? He was the the third president. Maybe. Third? He's the 5th. And probably one of these was the first president. I think Elias Roottrie Jr. was the second president. So this is Angelica Morden, so this also has to be a Morden. Oh boy, this has to be a James Morden then. If she took his name. James Morden. James Morden, Angelica Morden. Oh wait, no. Hang on. No. Just somebody else. No. James Morden has to be this name. Morden. Because she then took the Morden name to give them the Morden last name. And then she marries somebody else. Zachariah Morden. Zachariah Morden. Let's just search for Morden, I guess. No? Angelica Morden? James Morden? None of them have any Google presence. Okay, so the dark-haired side of the family is over here. And everybody else is blonde, I think. Because these guys are all blonde. Oh no, he has darker hair. So there's a brown-haired somebody in here, too. But she's got dark hair. So Angelica's also got to have dark hair. So let's see, we have the next generation. And it's not this lady, because that's Sam, because she has green eyes. I'm guessing it's this girl, then. Zachariah without the H. Guessing it's this girl, then. That is Angelica. Would be my guess. She looks like her mother, at least. I'm guessing she was also a housewife. Nope, not a hairdresser, a housewife. Because, Gwyn was the first one not to be a housewife. And she married somebody. Zachariah, yes, you are correct. Zachariah Morden. No, the name Morden, it just isn't searchable, which is very frustrating. Maybe in here? Morden? Business Watch. Search. Oh, here we go. James and Gwendolyn. James and Gwendolyn Morden. Okay, so her name is in fact Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn. Morden. Oh no, this would be Gwendolyn Roottrees. Because her name originally was Gwendolyn Roottrees. Because this thing says surnames from birth, even if they change their name after marriage. So this is Gwendolyn Roottrees, housewife, married to James Morden. Okay. Then we have her daughter, Angelica, who was older than Zachariah. Married to people whose names I don't know. Da 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 da. Maybe he's the second president? Let's go back to the diary. Hang on. We need to go back to the diary. Where's the diary? A dynasty. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over, right? It went to Zach, so he's the second president. Angie's older than Zach. Okay. Yeah, okay. So none of his sons wanted to take over. So he's the second president. The women aren't allowed because Elias is a fucking misogynist, apparently. So much so that he wrote it into the charter so it could only go to men. So I guess Karl would have had to keep having children until they had a boy, which is very dumb. Okay. So we only have this one where we don't know what the third sibling was called. But I'm fairly certain these three are correct. At least. But I guess they're not, because otherwise it would have locked. But it has to be, because she marries a Morden, right? The oldest son of the oldest Roottrees. Maybe Angelica Morden was something else? She wasn't a housewife? She has to be, though. Oh, Clark's first wife. Clark's first wife was called Danielle. So Jane LaRue was later. Maybe this was Jane LaRue, actually. And this was Danielle. This is Jane LaRue, who he's currently married to. Because their names are LaRue. Rafferty LaRue. Here we go. Jessica Rafferty LaRue. By process of elimination. And then we had the Clark family, the like advertising photo, which was this one. So this is the other one. Girl in braces. This one. Her picture is this one. She's a student. College, maybe? Also K-12? Yeah. Okay. Yay! Oh, so we got Angelica wrong. Okay. Okay. Progress. Oh.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Karl's things have gone missing. That includes the picture
Yep.
of mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it,
Sure.
but I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a Roottrie, I figured.
I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a Roottrie.
I figured.
I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of.
Okay.
If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
Sure. That's not suspicious at all. Booyah! Booyah. Alright, so we have a decent chunk of the middle done here. Well, she thinks she is a Roottrie. She might not be, that's true. We don't know who she is. There's a lot of them still alive. Up until this generation is still alive, so... at least most of them are. We got Angelica wrong. But it has to be Angelica Morden. It's not- probably a different picture then. It can't be this one. Maybe this is Angelica? Maybe she had red hair? Because Gwyneth had red hair. Angelica Morden, housewife. I guess this has to be Angelica then? Because there were the only two women left, and this one is Samantha. I think. I think. Who I think is this one. This one is Patricia Christensen. This one is Sam Roottrie. I think. Because Sam was like their age, I believe. Da-da. Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Yeah, Elias Junior's wedding to Patsy. Okay. Okay. I think This is at least the correct person. Okay. We don't know what they look like, but at least I think we have the correct person. Don't think, I mean, I know something here isn't correct, but she looks the most like her. I don't think she really looks like her. I'll just take the picture off for now. Maybe... Morden? 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 Samantha Roottrees. Samantha Roottrees. No, her name would be something else. Samantha. Samantha. Let's go for Gwyn Roottrees again. Gwyn Roottrees. Cornwall. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband, similarly, goes by Wild Bill. I have a child on the way. We're sticking with Roottrees for her last name, not Williams. Corn. Is his actual name Linus Cornwall? Okay. I shouldn't laugh. Wait, we have a picture. She's also the next generation. So let's see. We have the next generation. I'm guessing this was Gwyn when she was younger. She's got red hair, and which then she dyed blonde, maybe? Oh no, Gwyn wasn't in the picture. Oh, this is Miracle. An alternate picture for Miracle, maybe? He looks older than any of the others. So Gwyn isn't here, but Sam is. I think that one. Picture? Don't know who he married. Linus, is that the whitest white person name? I mean, I don't think so. Okay, so... So I don't know which of the kids is older, but they have a daughter and then they have a son. Jim Roottrees. Bluesy. What were they called? The Floozies. I'm gonna guess the girl is older. Go with Wolf Roottrees, though I don't know his name. And this is this girl. She looks older, but I don't know her name. Jim and Diamond. Diamond's Dazzlers. Oh. His daughter's band, the Floozies, right, but we don't know what the daughter is called. I think he's probably a student. Probably. And she's a musician, but we don't know her name. So, I think the first names of the children of the first generation is matching this, because it's Gwendolyn, Elias, C.E., M, and then Miracle. So Elias have Clancy Edward. Margolite, Miracle. I think so. She said her dad's name, when they spelled it Edward Clancy, was backwards. Clancy Edward Roottrees. Maybe that's what I have to look. Okay. Spider search. Clancy Edward Roottrees. The clan said trust. Clancy Edward Roottrees, who was Elias' son and the Roottrees Candy Company's head lawyer. Okay. Okay. Okay, so... the 5-piece guarantee. The yearly salary of the president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. Only his direct relatives could afford to be president. Okay. RR attempted to unsuccessfully remove a fellow family member from the trust. The person was born out of wedlock. They committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. It was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Roottrees without completely dissolving the trust. There's no additional information online. I'm guessing this RR is going to be part of the secret envelope that's on the thing. So, they wanted to remove Sam, I'm guessing, because they were born out of wedlock. And they committed a significant crime. I wonder what Sam did. She had a big problem against the first generation and Elias and Gwyneth. Mm-hmm. Okay, so... we have... murder? I mean, there are other significant crimes that don't have to be murder. Ba-dum. Bottom. Picture was famous in her house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. It was taken in 1955. Celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. So that one is her father. This one, who was a lawyer. And then this one has to be this one. But we don't know what he did. That's her dad, and that's Elias Jr. Okay. But we don't know what what Elias Jr. actually did for a living. Elias Jr. Root Tree. Elias Roottrees Jr. Oh, he's an architect. He's an architect. Hey! 3 more done! Let's go! Let's go! We got all the 5 pieces done! Hell yeah! Ooh yeah! Though, of course, I still don't know what their spouses are called. I know what their spouses are called. I don't know what these spouses are called. I would like to know what these spouses were called, but I do not know. I don't think this one got locked in. No, it didn't. So this is not correct. I guess Linus Cornwall is maybe her dad? Because she decided not to take her dad's name, maybe? I'm still surprised there's no Williams in here. Let's search Wild Bill Williams. Walter Forsythe. Oh my god, that is a name and a half. Walter Forsythe. Okay. Walter Forsythe. So Cornwall has to be her dad's name then. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And this one is a Nicole, but there's 2 Nicoles, so I don't know which. Nicole Smith, maybe? Nicole Smith. No. Okay. Nicole Madsen. Let's search for that one. Nicole Madsen. No? Okay. Nicole Smith or Madsen. Miracle. Root. Nearly halfway done. Yeah, but I feel like the further we get, the harder it's gonna be. Because the clues are gonna be much harder to find. I'm guessing she was also a housewife. I swear it has to be this one, but I guess not. Maybe this is Angelica? I can't imagine someone with dark brown hair having somebody with red hair, though, but maybe she dyed it? I don't. Wild Bill. Jim and Diamond. Jim and Diamond and C and J. Jane and Clark, right? Okay. Miracle Root Tree. Miracle Root Tree. Miracle Root. Regeneration of miracles. Sure. Still no mention of his wife. What was his wife called? Miracle Root Tree Estate, maybe? Why do you not mention Miracle's wife? And Miracle Jr.'s wife? That is very annoying. Could be any one of these blonde kids. I'm guessing it's the youngest. Don't know. And this can also be any of the blonde boys. I don't know. So I know these have to be Clancy, Edward, and something, but I don't know in which order they are. She had 3 brothers, but I don't know in which order they are. Karl Roottrees. Karl Roottrees. Ernie Jr. Ernie Jr. Ernest Madsen. Ah, we have the Madsens that are somewhere. Maybe here? I don't know. Ernest Madsen. Ernest Madsen. Ernest Madsen? No? How do I spell the name? Ernest, yeah, Ernest. Why is there nothing to be found on Ernest Madsen? That's so weird. Ernest Madsen. Ernest Madsen. 1982 announces Ernest Madsen Jr. is taking over the day-to-day operations of Roottrees after the previous president died unexpectedly. That would be Zach, I guess. Originally trained to succeed Zach Morden, but had been passed up for unspecified reasons. Oh, no, okay. Okay. Fancy Flavors misstep to the Batter Up bar. Fancy Flavors. Guy Hudson. Guy Hudson. Okay. Guy Hudson. So Guy Hudson would be succeeding Zach. So in this generation somewhere, there's a Guy Hudson. Fuck knows where. There's a Guy Hudson in here somewhere who was the second president. Your sister liked eating rock pancake batter as a kid. You sincerely don't expect many kids to have that same idiosyncrasy. Probably not, no. Okay, Guy Hudson. Twin sister. One of those two adorable redheads. Guy credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher, with providing his fiery dude. Ah. So she does have red hair. And then this is Christopher Hudson. Because we know Rafferty is over here. Rafferty is over here somewhere. So, this is where the Hudsons come in. Guy Hudson is one of their kids. Zach's wife is Clara. There we go. Clara. And then him and his sister are twins. So I guess it doesn't matter which order they're in. Oh no, because Guy himself did have children, I think. And maybe the other one didn't? Guy Hudson and his wife Patricia dying in a car accident. Okay, so this one is Guy Hudson. Guy Hudson. Then this would be Bonnie Hudson. Patricia. He was the second president. Bonnie Hudson, I don't know. Bonnie Hudson. Bonnie Hudson. Bonnie Hudson. No. Okay. Companies, boys and girls agree. Oh my god, they were adorable. No. They were adorable. That's red hair. This is red hair, I think. Kind of hard to tell. I don't know. Is she a housewife? Well, I have 3 people selected and they are not locking, so they are incorrect. I think that's red hair, right? Kind of hard to tell. They look the same age. They look similar. Second president. Don't know what Bonnie Hudson was. Or who she married. Bum, bum. Guy Hudson. Okay, so what did Bonnie do? Bonnie. Bonnie. Well, maybe there's something in the diaries? Clark's got married again. Eli C. is marrying Jane. Ernest. So she, I think, married Ernest Madsen. Then we have one of these is an Ernest Madsen Jr. Patricia has thick glasses. Her children, oh. Sam's children have glasses, okay. Okay, so the only girl that has glasses is this girl. Guess it could be a boy. I don't know which is which. I don't know which is older. One of these is an Ernest Jr. and the other one is the daughter, but I don't know which one's older. What was Sam's original name? What was Sam's original name? Well, I can't imagine Angelica being anything other than a housewife, but maybe Bonnie was something else. I just wish I could find... Ooh, excuse me. Wait. One of the things we had Bonnie's name on it. This? We caught it too late for him to get on the donor list. Ernie and I had to stay strong for Nicole's sake. Debbie! Oh, that's not... That's not Bonnie, that's Debbie. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ugh, my brain hurts. Scarlet. Bluesies. Oh my gosh, my brain hurts. She named herself Candy. That's so funny. Because her family does candy. Her name isn't actually Candy, is it? If her name is actually Candy, that is fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh, her name is actually Candy. Why would you name your child Candy when you run a candy empire? Let's fucking go. Ooh yeah. Let's fucking go. I guess, Guy, this is the incorrect picture? But that's the only one with red hair. The rest are all brown hair. Oh, he's the third president. Whoops. Not the second. Okay. I don't know who Bonnie Hudson married, though. So we have Clancy, we have Edward, and we have Elias. Are these three? Or Elias C? And I guess Samantha is not a housewife, or this isn't the correct picture. I don't know. But it specifically mentioned the dark hair and the green eyes. I guess this could be her? But that's the only one that looks like it has green eyes. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to the picture. She looks like she has green eyes. She doesn't. I think the picture has to be correct. She's probably just not a housewife. Samantha Madsen, maybe, we can find. Samantha Madsen. 6 Pieces is an upcoming book. Sam Madsen. 6 Pieces. Oh, was there another illegitimate child up here somewhere? Was there a 6th piece? Was there a 6th? Another illegitimate child? Or is Samantha secretly actually his daughter? I don't know. She's an author then, if she's writing a book. Da, 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 da. Okay. Da, 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 da. It's gonna be one of these. Ba-dum. 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 All right. I need a quick break. I need the bathroom. I will be back in just a few minutes. I'll be playing some lovely music for y'all. Don't go anywhere. We will come back and hopefully fill out the rest of this as we take a look at the free spirits. See you in just a few minutes. Be right back. And we're back. Hello, everybody. I also refilled my tea. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Guy Hudson, Bonnie, Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark Carl, and Eli M. the two with the glasses are Samantha's kids, these two. Though I don't know which ones are old, which one is older, of course. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Those are her kids, I think. This one and... though I don't know which is older. This has to be Ernie Jr. Ernest Madsen Jr. Madsen. Gonna guess Gwyneth? Because Nicole, I think, is younger. Nicole is down here somewhere, I think. Ernie Jr., and I think Nicole is his daughter. So that's Nicole Madsen. And this would be Deborah Bean. As they were mentioning in the picture with the candle. Who is, I believe, a student. Ernest Jr. was the fourth president, I think? When he took over for Guy Hudson? Question mark? So it could also be in reverse, because I don't know which one's older. Maybe they're in reverse? I think they're in reverse. Okay. Let's go with Gwyneth Madsen. Madsen Ernest Jr. Married to Deborah Bean, who we have a picture of. Then this is Nicole Madsen. Nicole Madsen, who is a K-12. Ah! Nice. He was the fourth president. What she was, I don't know. Take that off for now. Okay. So this is not Jane LaRue, so this has to be Jane LaRue. And this is somebody else. He's the teenager in the middle. That would be this one. Which makes sense. He looks kind of the same. Zachariah Morden. Zachariah Morden. Is how it is spelled, right? Stephanie Jones. Oh, you know what? It's this one. These ones is that I'm missing there. So, in the Free Spirits generation, there is a girl who is definitely at least part black. Which leads me to believe that that is the daughter of these two. Probably. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon. Brian Jones. A distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother Caroline, a local artist, who has appeared on the Butler County Times. Caroline Landon? Caroline Jones? Caroline? Stephanie Jones, Stephanie Landon, Caroline Roottrees? No. She's a distant cousin, so... Caroline. Okay. Stephanie Landon. Brian Jones. We have a Landon or a Jones somewhere? No. Might be this one. I think it might be over here somewhere. Gwyneth Madsen. Let's look for her. Gwyneth Madsen. Really? I guess she changed her name again to her husband's name, so it would be whatever her husband's name. Stephanie Jones. Stephanie Jones. Landon. Brian Jones. Brian Jones. Jones Graphic and Print. Jones Graphic and Print. Jones Graphic and Print. Roottrees Candy Company, Butler County Holiday Light Banners, Miracle Network, Tour Flyers, Butler Summer Theater, Roottrees Motors. Roottrees Motors. Roottrees Motors. Wilkins Motors. 3 different unique versions of the ad have been added. Okay. Getting somewhere again. Miracle Network Tour Flyers. We may have a new name. Wilkins Motors. We joined a sweeter family. So somebody named Wilkins married into the Roottrees. Okay. Pittsburgh. Tessa Roottree, our newest fixer. So Wilkins Motors. Wilkins Motors. What? But that's what it's called. Wilkins Motors. Okay. So Tessa Roottree, our newest fixer, from her Roottrees Motors parents. Huh. So somebody named Wilkins married into the family. And then they were, like, mechanics? Tessa Roottree. Okay. Roottrees Motors. Okay. Tessa Roottree. Well, she's blonde, so I'm going to guess she's on this side of the board. I'm guessing in here somewhere. Could be wrong, though. Oh boy. Jane LaRue, who was... Don't know where we got this picture from. I don't... We have this one and we have this one. Jane LaRue. Jane LaRue. Jane Del Vecchio. Lucky LaRue's. Any inquiries about her past or her sister would be ignored. Okay. Jane LaRue. Okay. Jane LaRue. Well, Rafferty LaRue. Well, she's remarried to somebody else now, Del Vecchio. But I don't know if this is supposed to be her or somebody else. I'm guessing this is a child that came out of their marriage. Clark Rafferty. After a blazing fast 35-minute download, the track is also available. So this was Jim and Diamond and Jane and Clark. Well, he seems to be the... Oh wait, no, he's got a mole there, so that would be him. And... she's a blonde. So he would be this one. Gotta go. See you later. See ya! Okay. As I suspected, the further we get along, the harder it is gonna be to find stuff. Let's see if Lauren ever mentions her mother in the diaries. Not that one. So Carl's dad is Clancy, I would say. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba. Oh, I think this one is Clancy. Don't know which picture though. It's gonna be one of these. Who knows which one? So Clancy, and then Edward, and then somebody else. Clancy Jr. Roottrees. Clancy Roottrees Jr.? No, none of those? Okay. How about Edward Roottrees? Clancy. No? Okay. That's nice. Dun, 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 dun. No, okay. That's Elias M. So we have a Clancy, we have an Edward and an Elias, but we don't know if James's dad was Elias or Edward. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. And she does not mention her mother, which is very sad. Where did we get that picture from? Oh, that's Gwyn! Ah. Film school. So... this is Gwyn. Where is it? Here. Couldn't make the reunion. Wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. Her boys? I'm guessing they're her sons? What did the diary say about that? We had this one. No, we had this one. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Ba-da-da-dum. Which Elias's mother? Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-da-dum. Now, I know he's gonna be one of these boys, but I don't know which one. It's gonna be either this one or this one. Fucked if I know which. Need to turn the lights on. Gwyneth M. That'd be Miracles M. Like Miracles Gwyneth, then. It's this generation, not this one. Oh boy. Maybe this one is Lauren? I didn't get Lauren's picture out of this yet, and that's the only girl left, so I guess that's Lauren. Okay, Clancy Jr. Da da da. Da 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 da. Ba da da. Win Roottrees. No mention of her kids anywhere. Guys Like Us and Christmas Mission. Guys Like Us. Leslie Florence and Harrison Lane. Oh. Maybe these are the two boys she was in Paris with. Harrison Lane. Gwyn and the boys. Are they her sons? I'm guessing they're her sons. But of course I don't know which is which. I mean, I'll add the pictures, but we may have to switch them back out. This one looks younger, but I don't know who they are, of course. I don't know what their names are. Okay, I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left, but I was outvoted because he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one, but I was outvoted by my brothers. The four of us stand together, we clumped up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind it. What that separate section outside Gwyn's sons is and why one of the sons' kids falls outside of it, I suppose we'll find out. Eli looked a lot like Pop did. They insisted the four of us stand together. So these four are her and her three brothers. And this one's Elias, because he's the blondest. Okay. So the youngest is most likely this one. And then we have Elias, who I'm guessing is Elias. This one looks a lot like the dad. I'm guessing this one is Elias. And that makes this one Edward. And this one Clancy. Still don't know what he did, or what his wife was called, but I think we may have to switch these two, or switch the names, but I think it could be either one, honestly, but I think these two, this has to be Elias, and he looks older than this one. I think this is the correct order. Think. But I don't know what their occupations were. Or what their wives were called. Clara Lansing. Maybe we can find something on Clara Lansing? Lansing. That's the name, right? Morden, yeah. James and Gwendolyn Morden, grandson. Laura Lansing. Don't know what any of these occupations were. I don't know what any of their spouses were called. Okay. Eli. So maybe that's Elias. Elias M, I mean. I think. Ay, 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 there's so many people. Oh, and he's wearing a mechanic's uniform, so you know what? I think maybe this Elias ended up marrying Wilkins. And this is Tessa. Tessa Roottrees, who is a mechanic. Who I think is also a mechanic. Yeah! Hey! Hell yeah! Look at us go! Just keep poking at it and eventually you get something. Holy shit, that was so much that we just locked. I'm so proud of us. My goodness. Booyah! Okay, so we know for sure this is Gwyneth Madsen. We don't know what she does, though. And she probably became somebody else, or her last name changed when she got married, again. We'll have to look up once we figure out who her husband was. My goodness, well, at least the conjecture there about the mechanic's uniform worked. His wife is gonna be Nicole Smith, because I remember her name was Nicole. And we had two Nicoles, so his wife's name was Nicole Smith. I think this one is one of them. And then we gotta find another picture. Don't know what either of their spouses is called. So Danielle Franks, Jane LaRue, and I don't know who he finally married at the end. Maybe it's in the picture with his wife trying to get Katrina. Tunes. What his current wife is called, we don't know. Could be any number of things. Kim LaRue was the youngest of the three LaRue sisters. I don't know where she fits in. I don't know if that fits in like here or some other thing. Oh wait, no, Jane found him in bed with her younger sister, didn't she? So maybe this is Kim LaRue? He married Jane first and then married Kim? I think. Only one LaRue left, yeah. Because I remember reading that Jane caught him in bed with her younger sister. I thought it was Jane he was caught in bed with, but no, it was Jane's younger sister who was Kim. This would not be Jane LaRue's called LaRue, no. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is Jane or somebody else. I guess not. I don't know what this is. They had a child, I guess, but I don't know what the child's name is. Jane LaRue. Kim LaRue. Having fun? Yeah, my brain hurts, but I'm having fun. Okay. And the Joneses fit in somewhere. Could be here? No, can't be here. I'm guessing the Joneses fit in over here somewhere. But I don't know where. Child must have still been named after the father. Rafferty. I guess? It's the only Rafferty left. So I guess it has to be. So Chris Rafferty. Anyone past the 80s who doesn't have Googleable stuff about them, I call bullshit. Because, like, especially when it gets to, like, the 2000s, everyone has a social media presence, whether you're aware of it or not. Everyone has a digital footprint. The fact that there's nothing to be found, I call shenanigans. Where was Chris Rafferty mentioned? What does this investigation board tell you? No one involved is photogenic. Hey, don't be mean. Don't be mean. These girls were literally models, so I think you are incorrect. Just because you don't like the art style. Don't be mean. Chris Rafferty. You are a stinker, yes. Chris Rafferty. I remember something about him, but I don't remember where it popped up. I don't remember where his name popped up, but I know his name has popped up. Roottrees curse. Oh right, he was reacting to the curse and Ernie Madsen being poisoned. Here we go. Chris Raff 75. Prodigy. That he actually had a heart condition. Prodigy. Not everyone with the service makes a website, but if they do, you can find it by searching for your Chris Raff 75. Hey, here we go. Me and my fiance, Lulu. Painting I did for my first year of college. I plan to give her when we get married in May. Go Tartans! Piece of art about our family. Many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures. Some I've never met. I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Raina, Riley, or Rose, so I had to get creative and use only my third cousins. This includes Davy and Bethany's yearbook picture, and Stephanie, who is an only child. This should not be in there. This should be in unsorted, where we should... Okay. Pixpop to edit the photos. Oh, interesting. Oh! This is weird. This is very weird. Ah, here we go. Oh. Oh. Dicho to mai? Chi cho mai dito? What? Oh. Ah. Is that not fixed? Oh. Oh! Slide the photo back into place. Pardon? Oh, interesting. Oh, this is gonna take a bit. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. I guess we can- oh no, we can't. Oh god. Oh god. How do I get this in here? What? Like that, I guess? Oh my god, this is doing my head in. Ah, okay. Put you, like, down here or something? This has to go somewhere else. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me nuts! No! Oh my god. No! Oh no, this is gonna drive me nuts. Oh god, and we're gonna have to get like one of these up here in the corner or something. stupid like that. Oh my god. Uh... Okay. And the hand probably goes there. Oh. Oh, this is doing my head in. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that has to go here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. How do I get it there? Oh no. Oh fuck. This is doing my head in. It is! It is doing my head in. This down here or something? This has to go in here. How do I get it to go in there? Oh my gosh. Go up here somewhere. How do I get you in there? Like that, I guess. Now we have to get this one, like, these two, like, up here somewhere, and this one in here. Nope, that's the wrong one. We've biffed it now. Okay, okay. Almost there, almost there. Hey! Okay, Jesus Christ! That one puzzled me. Okay, okay, Davy, he swims, and Bethany, he's Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who is an only child. Bethany's yearbook picture. Okay, so we have this nonsense. Faience. Lulu. That's Chris Rafferty and Lulu. Let's do that. Chris Rafferty and Lou. Well, there's only one Lou. I'm guessing Luisa Garcia. And he is an artist, I believe. Okay. So we have Bethany and Davy, and then Stephanie, who is an only child somewhere. So we have... Oh my gosh, oh, my brain hurts. So we have a Davy and a Bethany. And then we have Stephanie, who is Stephanie Jones, I think. Or not. I still don't know what this means. Dicho Tomai? So this will be Bethany, I guess. Davy. And Stephanie. I'm guessing. Because it doesn't strike me as very likely that a dark-haired girl would be siblings with a redhead and a blonde. So, probably not. I'm guessing Bethany and Davy are over here somewhere because they have red hair. And this is the only place we have red hair in the family tree. Okay, so... Yukon... Nope. Yukon... Davy Kellogg the Fourth. Davy Kellogg the Fourth. Kellogg. Kellogg. David the Third, and then David the Fourth. Yep, that makes sense. So we have Davy, David the Fourth, and then we have Bethany Kellogg. He's a swimmer. No. I guess he's a college student? Pro athlete. And Bethany is college student? No. Okay. University, Connecticut. No, he is also a student, I guess. College. And then we need Stephanie. So what? This is not correct? Chris is not an artist? Painting he did for his first year in college. Is he also a college student? Ah! Whee! Booyah! Oh! He's back!
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation. But I can't reveal everything. Not yet.
Okay, Miss Sus.
I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake. So I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers. But not the Candy Company lawyers. My
Lauren?
publisher's lawyers.
Lauren?
I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees. Especially Elias and the Five Pieces. The truth often
No, this is Samantha. Samantha. I think this is Samantha.
But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story.
Why would she owe us an explanation? Because the news reported on her stealing shit from Karl's office, is why. And she promised us one. Oh. I think this is Samantha.
If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me.
I think this is Samantha because it mentioned that Sam Madsen was about to publish a book called 6 Pieces. So I think this is Samantha or somebody related to Samantha.
To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out.
Okay.
I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay. And I think on that note, we're gonna call it here, probably. For right now. We still have all of this to do. We have all of this to do. I think the lady is Samantha or somebody related to Samantha. There was an implication that Samantha was forced to live with a bunch of people she didn't want to live while Elias pushed her out. And one of them is said to be a quote-unquote confirmed bachelor, which means he's gay, in words that they couldn't say at the time. So I'm guessing there's gonna be something there. It's definitely either Samantha herself or somebody related to her. I suspect, given that she sounds a bit older, it's Samantha herself. Because it's said that Samantha was about to publish a book, and she said it was about her publisher. So I'm going to guess that the lady is Samantha herself. The only one left that has only one child, I think, is that... No, this one or this one. Is, this girl. Stephanie. I think this has to be... One of these two has to be Stephanie. But we've done one whole tree now. 2 whole trees from beginning to end. The whole thing. Da, 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 da. We're still missing a couple bits here, mostly the spouses. But we've got most of it done here, too. It's this bit, these 3, and then this whole tree that I haven't found shit about yet. But yeah, as I said, I can't run very late on a Sunday, so I do apologize, but I think we're gonna have to call it here. I would like to finish. I feel like next week when we come back to this, it's not gonna take 2 or 3 hours, but I don't know. I can't keep going. I don't think I'm gonna get this finished in like 20 minutes, so we're gonna call it here for now. Thank you everybody so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. You guys are the best. It's so nice to have you here, listening to me fucking ramble about all the sorts of stuff. Glad I had a good time. I did! I do like, I complain that it breaks my brain, but I like games that break my brain, because, you know, sometimes it's nice to have something to activate your neurons and have to, like, think real hard on how to get stuff, on a problem, and I enjoy that. I love puzzle games. It's really fun. I hope you guys are enjoying listening to me ramble about random bullshit, and then just having an inkling, and just going with it, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm still proud of noticing that Eli was wearing a mechanic's uniform. His name was on it, and it had a mechanic's uniform on, so I feel proud of that one, figuring that one out. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you have a good rest of your day, or evening, or whatever time of day it is where you are. Yeah. I don't think it's really possible to raid anybody on Twitch. I don't have any viewers there right now, so that's alright then. Take care of yourselves, be good people. Drink, eat, hydrate, take care of yourselves, move around, touch some grass if you can, get some fresh air. Take care of yourselves. Good luck in the coming week. I definitely made some leaps you don't think you would manage. Well, thank you. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again on Wednesday with more Dave the Diver, which, depending on how things go, might be the final episode, at least on stream. We'll see. Thank you, everybody. Bye.